everybody. You are looking at several brand new Matchbox models. These happen to be 5-pack models. We'll get to them in just a little bit, but this is the first of several previews that I will be doing. The Matchbox team sent over quite a few new models for me to preview for you. Mercedes set, mainlines, Jurassic World, some 10-pack stuff. I've got quite a bit to show you. I will break it up into several videos. I think you guys will enjoy looking at this upcoming stuff. Some new castings, even some prototypes for you to look at to get a sense of what the models will look like. Nonetheless, this is the first. We're going to go through some brand new 5-packs. One to look for in stores right now is this one, is the Ocean Works 5-pack. 5 models, all with an ocean theme. That may be in stores now. Some of you may have already picked it up, but we're gonna look at the models from the packs that come after that. I think in the order is after this Ocean Works, you've got City Transit or Transit City. I don't know what the exact name is going to be. Then Dirty Mudders, Mudders, and then Texas Rangers. Let's get right to it. We start with this. This is the urban tow truck from the Transit City or City Transit 5-pack. I can't remember what it is called. Just as a reminder, you will see on all these models, all the preview models, I do these little codes on top. Obviously, they won't be on the models that you get in stores. These are actually called FEPs. They're internal models, just as a way for Mattel to check and make sure everything is correct on the models. And that is what they send to me to preview, because that is what they have, obviously, before the production run begins. So, Urban Tow Truck from the City Transit series. I have 4 models from this 5-pack. The 5th one, I'm trying to remember what it is. Here is the City Bus. It's always sometimes hard to remember what's the front and what's the back. This is an older casting, moved to plastic body, metal base. Never been a fan of this casting just because the wheels are too big. Doesn't make much sense as a casting, but it does show up quite a bit. It's an easy one for them to do. But even when it went plastic, then it was really not anything that I was too fond of. But that is part of the City Transit 5-pack. The other two I really like. Like this one. This is the Ford Transit Connect. Nice to see this model back. You've seen Hot Wheels do it. This one is an older version of the Transit Connect. And the Visitor Center Services is a repeat of an old deco that I think was on the Ford Transit itself, if I remember correctly. I could go out and try and find that model. I don't know if I have it. But if you look at the Ford Transit, you'll see this deco on there. And the last model I have is the Ford Crown Vic Taxi. We've seen this in, I think, in a 2017 5-pack in red. This one obviously in yellow. Nice to see a standard yellow cab. The one model that's missing is the airport shuttle. I don't have that one. They didn't have it ready to send to me. But that will be in the 5-pack as well. If I get one, I'll definitely preview it. Next up is the Dirty Mudders 5-pack. I have all 5 models from this pack. And as I go through these models, you'll see it just gets better and better and better. It starts with this one. I can't even remember what it's called. The Road Mauler. It's a monstrous casting. Metal on top, kind of a middle plastic piece, and then the plastic base, but 3 axles on it. Obviously, Dirty Mudders, I think, is pretty easy to explain. It says it right there. Next up is the 4X Force, which is a non-licensed Polaris Yamaha type casting. They have done the Yamaha Rhino. I don't know why we don't see that one in this one. We saw it in the Camouflage series. Next up is the Roar by 4. I think there was supposed to be something else in this pack based on what was previewed in Albuquerque. So I think this is a change from the other two, but this is the Roar by 4, which is some sort of take on an off-road vehicle, but I don't know it too well. So there's 3 non-licensed models, but the 2 licensed are pretty sweet. And this is the first. This is the 68 Mustang, or the Mud Stang, in Zamac, unpainted, with a very cool deco. This is a crazy casting, kind of out of control with that lifted look. A lot of you have liked this one. This is the best version by a mile, at least in my opinion. Full Zamac. Unpainted with this cool skull and crossbones deco. I think this makes this pack worth it, but one model makes it even better. And that is this one. This is the 1933 Ford Coupe. This is a brand new casting. I mean, it's modified from something Matchbox had done previous, but hadn't released in forever. And so Abe Lugo, who's really into these kind of hot rod cars, went back and totally redesigned it, and it debuts here in the Dirty Mutters 5-pack. This is a great casting. Let me show you the base. Keep that right there so you can kind of see what that looks like. 1933 Ford Coupe. I'm looking forward to seeing different versions of this one, but I love this first version in satin maroon. So that's the Dirty Mutters coming after the City Transit, which is coming after the Ocean Works. One more to look at. All right, I can't get the BMW motorcycle to stand up on its own, so I'm leaning it up against the Speed Trapper. But we'll just get two out of the way from this new set. This is the Texas Rangers 5-pack. I have 4 models from this one. I'll let you know which one is missing. But BMW motorcycle and the Speed Trapper. Speed Trapper debuted in 2017. Kind of a cool little trailer that Matchbox has done. Matchbox will always do a police 5-pack. 2 years ago, they did an all NYPD. Last year, they did just a standard police pack, I think unlicensed decos. This year, they go back to licensed with Texas Highway Patrol. The whole set is Texas Highway Patrol. So you have the BMW motorcycle, you have the Speed Trapper, and here's another. It is the 2015 Ram. This is the 3rd deco we've seen on this truck. I'm a big fan of this casting. I think it's just so perfectly done. We see it has side detailing, but it's an unmarked police truck, highway patrol truck from the Texas Highway Patrol. Obviously, you can do what you want with it. I think it says, if we look at really closely, so it just has the Dodge markings there. But yeah, this one, I love that they did an unmarked police truck, but that is part of the Texas Highway Patrol. And last but not least is the Dodge Charger Pursuit. I think this is one of the best police castings Matchbox has done, and they've given it so many cool decos. I think I should definitely do a showcase on this one, don't you think? Let me know in the comment section if you do. I'm going to do it anyway, but just let me know if you want to, because I love this casting. And there's so many cool versions of it, so we'll work through that here shortly. But this is the latest version. Looks great in Texas Highway Patrol. The one model that's missing in this 5-pack that I don't have to preview yet is the Jeep Cherokee. It's an older Jeep Cherokee casting. And I haven't seen it yet, but if they send it in the next batch, I will definitely preview it with the rest of these. So these are the upcoming 5-packs. I have one more to do. It's the Coffee Cruisers. I'll do that on its own because it's a lot of cool licensed models. But Ocean Surf, then City Transit, then Dirty Mutters, and then the Texas Rangers 5-pack. Lots of cool stuff coming. All right, we'll get to more Matchbox previews and a lot more content soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.